Inside your heart right now, there is one single molecule that occupies roughly half of all the free amino acids combined. It is not protein. It is not collagen. It is taurine. And what science has uncovered about its role in cardiac longevity is quietly reshaping how we think about heart health. Taurine is a sulfur-containing amino acid that the body keeps at astonishing levels inside heart muscle cells. In your bloodstream, taurine typically sits around 30 to 50 micromolar. Inside cardiomyocytes, concentrations rise to 10 to 40 millimolar. That is a roughly 1,000-fold difference. Maintaining that gradient costs energy. Biology only pays that price when something essential is being protected. What is being protected becomes obvious when taurine is removed. Mice engineered without the taurine transporter developed dilated cardiomyopathy by about 9 months of age. Their hearts enlarge, their walls thin, and their contractile fibers and mitochondria show clear structural damage. A parallel story emerged in cats. When dietary taurine was absent, cats developed the same fatal heart disease. After this was reported in 1987, commercial cat food was reformulated, and feline dilated cardiomyopathy nearly disappeared. Similar patterns have since been documented in dogs and in rare human cases involving taurine transporter mutations. Across species, the signal is consistent. When taurine falls, the heart fails. Why this happens comes down to two core processes that every heartbeat depends on. The first is calcium control. Each contraction requires calcium ions to move in and out of heart cells with extraordinary precision, every second for decades. Taurine modulates the systems that handle this calcium flow. When taurine is sufficient, calcium rises and falls cleanly. When it is not, calcium can accumulate catastrophically, triggering cellular injury and death. The second process is mitochondrial protein construction. Heart cells are densely packed with mitochondria because they need enormous amounts of energy. Taurine binds to mitochondrial transfer RNA, part of the machinery that assembles proteins for the energy-producing electron transport chain. Without taurine, those proteins are built incorrectly. They misfold, malfunction, and become toxic. Energy output drops, damaged proteins accumulate, and cells begin to fail. This combination mirrors what researchers observe in aging and failing hearts. In 2023, a high-profile study in the journal Science suggested taurine might influence aging itself, extending lifespan in middle-aged mice by up to 12%. In 2025, researchers at the NIH challenged the idea that blood taurine reliably tracks aging in humans. But there's a crucial distinction here. Blood taurine and tissue taurine are not the same. Cardiac taurine can be depleted by nearly 99%, while plasma levels change very little. The case for taurine and heart health does not depend on the broader longevity debate. Human evidence is more substantial than many assume. In clinical trials, patients with heart failure given around 3 grams of taurine per day showed improvements in left ventricular function. In peripartum cardiomyopathy, 85% of patients improved with taurine compared to 10% on placebo. In Japan, taurine has been used as a standard heart failure therapy since 1985. On a population level, higher taurine intake, particularly from seafood-rich diets, is associated with lower coronary mortality. Taurine is not a miracle. It's something more grounded than that. It's a molecule the heart fundamentally depends on. Scallops, mussels, eggs, dark meat poultry, or with clinical guidance, supplementation. Either way, your heart has been relying on taurine all along.